on my awesome mix volume 1. So I had 60 books on that list. It did not go well. I ended up reading 9 books off of my 60 book list, and so we're gonna get into the stats really quick. Some of these are nosy. So in the last 3 months, I have read 15 books, which is like 5 books per month. And no, that's actually not what happened. February was probably my worst reading month with only 2 books. I would have to say that my best reading month was probably March, personally. But as far as books go, it's definitely January at 9 books. I read 5,010 pages as well as a 3.7 average rating. I want to say like there were good books, but there were some books. Like some books I were just kind of like, I read them and they were okay. I read 8 physical books, which I have here for you today. Alright, so the first books that I read were a duology, and that was The Queen's Secret, Queen's Assassin. It's The Queen's Assassin by Melissa de la Cruz. Listen, I wanted to unhaul these, and so I read the first like 30-ish pages, and I read like the last 30-ish pages. They were not my flavor of romance. I was quite disappointed because I thought this was going to be gay. Like I thought that this was about like a girl assassin for the queen. I didn't know that this was a boy assassin, so I was like, oh, it's hetero. Not that they weren't good, it's just something that they weren't good for me. Thank you for Penguin for sending them to me. I'm sure that Melissa de la Cruz works out for some of you. I don't know if she works out for me. It's been 50-50. I'm not sure. Then we have is A Minor Course, a novel by Billy Ray Belcourt. This was sent to me by Norton, and this is super small. This was the January pick for the Indigenous Reading Circle. I'm in the group chat, and I didn't go to the presentation. They're always at times where I can't be there and I just forget to watch, so I'm like a silent lurker in that group. So I'm sorry Danny, I'm sorry Erin, I'm shit at reading books, you know. It's a 3-star for me. I didn't hate it. I didn't exactly love it. So there were just some things within the book that just I couldn't grasp onto it. Like I felt it as an Indigenous person, as a person who sometimes ends up in situations that I shouldn't even be in. I shouldn't even be involved in. I shouldn't even. And also like the bouts of sexuality where you're like, I don't even know what's going on. I don't even know what I'm doing. That I felt. That I understood. Will I read Billy Belcourt in the future? Yes. Is this the book that should have done it for me? No. I do recommend this. The next book we have is a 5-star standout, and that is Aru Shah and the Song of Death by Roshni Chokshi. I absolutely freaking love this. Roshni Chokshi just blows out of the water completely every single time. So this one introduces a couple of new characters, and when I first tried to read this a long time ago when it first came out, I did not do very well. And the only reason why I have gotten so far into this series is because I'm reading it with Margaret. Enjoyed this mostly for Aru is being told certain things, and she finds things out about these people that she has to work with now, and the ways that they tie in with her Pandava ancestor, with her Pandava brother. If you are looking for mythology recommendations, if you're looking for something to read that's fun and quick, go read the Aru Shah series. Okay, the next book that we have is As You Walk On By Julian Winters, and I gave this a 3-star. We Are So Good at Smiling by Amber McBride. This one was also a 3-star for me. So the next book I rated a 4 stars, and this is The Quiet and the Loud by Helena Fox. And this one I rated a 4-star, and then they sent it to me. Look at this. Look how beautiful this is. So I was really interested in this one because it does talk about climate fiction, because it does take place during the Australia fires of 2020, like talking about her dad and how much he's disappointed her, and like the weird things that have happened, and how he says he's gonna change but he doesn't, and I felt that in my soul. And then they were kind enough to send it to me. They're also going to be sending me How It Feels to Float. She feels like she constantly has to fix things or be there, or like her movements are not her own, her stuff is not her own. Definitely read this for if you're looking for climate. This also has a sapphic romance in it as well. The next that we have is Enter the Body by Joy McCullough. It's about Shakespearean girls. I think it's Ophelia, Juliet, and Cordelia, and I don't remember who Cordelia is. So the entire time I was reading this, I was like, this is very interesting because it's told from their like perspectives and reclaiming themselves after trauma. And then the next book that we have is Study Break by Ashna Arushat. And this one I rated a 3-star, and they were super kind to send this to me as well as a physical copy. I read it as a digital copy. There are some stories in here that I really enjoyed, that I really loved, but overall I would have to say like this is definitely for college student. But this just made me want to go back to college, and I don't have the money for that. So if you're a college student and you want something to read, go check this out. Alright, so the next one I have is This One's For You by Kate Sweeney. Oh my gosh. So if you're looking for a road trip and you're looking for like why are they not friends anymore kind of a thing, if you liked Melt With You and you want to read something else, read this. This is about reconnecting friends who like something happened between them. One of them is going on tour to see a band, and the other one has their whole life planned out for them. They have stuff that they have to do after high school, and so they decide, heck it, let's go on this road trip and go tour with this band. And there's music, and I really enjoyed it for the music element of it. So if that's something you like, if you like following bands, this one's for you. So the next one we have is Free Radicals by Lily Ryson, and I rated this a 4 out of 5 stars. However, I realized that upon its publication, a few other creators have come out and have talked about it, so I would definitely go look into it as well. Overall, like, do the research for yourself, listen to the voices of the people that are talking about it and trying to bring awareness to the subject. So don't take my word for it, take other people's word for it that are speaking up about it. So the next 3 books consumed my entire fucking life for the entirety of March, so much so that I can't even balance anything on here because of all the post-it notes. And that is the Hunger Games trilogy. I have videos on these books, so definitely go back into the thingy. I'll go back to my channel, click on the thing, and then it will take you to the link for these. I loved them so much. I gave all of them 5 stars. They were amazing. I can't believe I was gonna unhaul these. I was gonna unhaul them. I also talked about this in another video of did book talk fool me, and fool me it did. You've Reached Sam by Dustin Tao. I rated this a 3 star. It wasn't bad, it wasn't horrible, but like it needed more. It needed more editing, it needed more dialogue, it needed more, it needed some zhuzh, like it needed some extra fluff, it needed something. It's like when you give it's like when you cook and you don't add salt and pepper.
Can Chris Evans drive? What is going on with me and driving? Yes, I can drive very well.
I'm trying to get a bunch of bitches to kneel.
Jonathan? As if I don't like it. I don't like it.
Cut the check. Cut the check.
Get that bitch off the monitor.
Where's my husband?
Baby spider, baby. Squirrels are scary, man.